All right, guys. So I've got another great ICO interview. One of a kind. I'm on a roll here. I've done already 15 ICO interviews. I want to educate as many people about great projects that are trying to really make a scene in this place. It's the first time I've come across Coinsquad. You know, they're a great service, great people. They're putting their neck on the line to tell us exactly what Coinsquad is. And it's a privilege to interview Frederic and really teach us what Coinsquad is doing and where they're going in this field. If you don't know who I am, I'm trending now on 24,000 followers. I'm growing quite fast in the crypto field. And it's another privilege to get another great project to really share exactly what they're doing and what they're meant to say they're doing. So it's a privilege, Frederic. Welcome, and welcome to my audience.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm most appreciated.
All right, so Coinsquad, very unique, something I haven't come across. The first cryptocurrency service. I'm sure this is going to be a very enticing interview. I also want it to be very educating. So Frederic, the first things first is, you know, tell a little bit about my audience about who you are and why did you start Coinsquad?
Okay, so basically Coinsquad is a service provider. We're the geek squad of cryptocurrency, and we provide remote and on-site assistance with cold and hot wallet storage, airdrop token registration, any type of trading bots, any type of assistance with decentralized and centralized exchanges. And we also offer security packages. So the reason why I started this is because history repeats itself. And there was an immigrant by the name of Levi Strauss in the 1850s. And he came to America during the resource, everybody was mining back in the day. And he wanted to sell canvas. He wanted to sell tents. And basically everybody was trying to mine. It was this new thing, and it was this new opportunity, and he came in to sell canvas. And it's usually the companies that sell the picks and shovels that really benefit from new opportunities. You know, when computers came out, it was floppy disks and mouses that were sold.
Correct.
That really generated the market. And when mobile devices came out, it was the phone chargers and the phone holders, you know, like all of these little accessories that came along that really benefited the market, and those were profitable. So getting back to Levi's, you know, he created denim out of it. He started with the picks and shovels and started doing this tents, and he took his canvas and he basically crafted it into the denim, and then he made rivets, and that's what Levi's became. And that's what I want to basically do for this community. We need a foundation, and there needs to be a 24-hour service that people can tie into when they have issues. And it's one of the areas that I really see where there needs to be growth. Right. I originally started this because I was doing meetup.com. I was doing meetup groups in the Los Angeles community. And yeah, and I would have like 20 to 30 people there, and I would show them how to do things, and then they would go home and they would call me. And I had a job. I had a day job in IT. And then I would book like 2 or 3 gigs after work. And it just kind of slowly acquired. And I decided, you know, I'm getting home at like 12 o'clock at night, 12:30 at night, and then I'm going to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to start a business out of this because this is needed. And so that's where Coinsquad came from. And
so in terms of cryptocurrency, let's go into the first question, because it's very much crypto related, right? Coinsquad. Yes. And the services you're trying to provide. So tell my audience, what is Coinsquad in a nutshell, and why you decided to kind of, you know, bring this into business and also provide the services to customers from here and all over the world? What was its main notion?
The main notion is we're going through all this kind of sideways action in the market right now. I do a lot of trading. and everybody right now is waiting on these ETF decisions. And
Are we all?
Yeah, but and compliance and all of these new legalities that are going to come into play.
Do you think it will happen?
Well, I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball or anything, but if you want to do something for the community, this is one of the things that's going to kickstart things. And when the automobile came out, there was the carburetor, that was invented, and it kickstarted things. Being able to take oxygen and gasoline and combustion engine and everything. And I want to provide services and little niches inside this community to improve it, so that we build, and so that there's more volume in the exchanges, so that there's more people interested in investing into this. So that's why I started this. That's what Coinsquad is.
So Coinsquad is I would say, very interesting project. It's very unique that it's actually a service rather than a blockchain where smart contracts are revolutionized, and we're trying to make this technology where we're decentral, but you are actually providing a service where you're trying to break down how to help sort of customers and people. Can you tell us a little bit about this service that you're trying to do?
Yeah, well, I think of all these ICOs as macro services, and we're the microservices. There's always going to be a need for a phone number for somebody to call, and help is on the way. That's kind of our motto and our slogan over at Coinsquad. And I believe that when the volatility comes into play and our market just really starts getting pumped, there's going to be a big need for these services. Coinbase, their business was up 290% in December, and they couldn't keep up with it. They experienced growing pains like you wouldn't believe. And we not only support the individual user, other companies, they have been reaching out, and we have partnerships with them. And it's just kind of like a building process.
So you touched upon something very important there, and I want my audience to kind of grasp this, because a lot of people will be watching this video. You're saying Coinbase was basically overran with
support calls. Yeah, they couldn't answer.
Workaholics. Yeah, and Coinsquad is trying to do something where, are you trying to take off the weight from these main players?
Yeah, because of the volatility in our market, it's going to be needed. And I feel that I needed to set this up and organize things before we go through our next bull run.
So let's go into a bit more of a narrative here and really get down to it. So the services that Coinsquad are providing, can you tell my audience, because I'm sure they would love to know exactly what area you're trying to tap into crypto, because it's a very large area, and it's a very large area, and we need to understand what the services are going to do to help people in this area.
So basically, anybody that gets into the space, usually they'll go and buy Bitcoin, and they start buying other types of altcoins.
Coinbase,
they need to store those on devices.
Correct.
And hot wallet storage, it's not secure. And there are many different companies that offer hot wallet storage software.
Yeah.
We basically service both of those. We service the hot and the cold wallet storage, but I prefer to allow my customers to use the cold wallet storage. That way, they're in charge of their private keys, and it's not on a device that's attached to the internet.
So just to get you in there, you're basically providing a cold wallet service for customers and investors to really just make it easy to store crypto. Is that where we're going with it, or is it more of a
that's one of our
guidance service?
Exactly. That's one of the services. We do remote support, and I'll do on-site also. I believe that Coinbase charges a 10% fee for Coinbase custody, and it's a lot of money. And so it's one of the areas that I wanted to improve upon, and just be able to give customers another route, another venue. You don't have to pay 10%. You can come over here to Coinsquad and get things cheaper. Also, airdrops and trading bots, and navigating around decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges. all of these things, it's kind of from experience. It's from being in the market and being a trader for a while, and really enjoying it, seeing areas that that I needed to improve upon.
Right.
You know, and so I wanted to be able to support other people. You know, most people. Oh, I'm sorry.
You touched upon a very important point there, that Coinbase is charging 10%, and you know, I think that's kind of ludicrous in some sense that investors are paying that. You know, what is Coinsquad trying to do to reduce these fees or try and eliminate them? Because I think in the future, you know, a lot of customers, a lot of investors are going to move away from that when more sort of new incentivized ideas come along. Do you think Coinsquad will tackle that?
Yeah, absolutely. We have monthly service plans, and we charge hourly also. And you can contact us on our website, and we give free consultations. And then we'll just basically give you an estimate and see where you are in within the community. You know, I don't have a Series 7 or anything like that. I can't give you specific ICO advice or where to manage your money, but we are the tech support. That's what we are. We're a service provider.
All right. So my next question to you, Frederic, is you know, crypto has already blown up before in 2017 when retail investors came in. They pumped a lot of money into the market, you know, and it's kind of now we've seen a reverse now. We've seen a reversal where we've seen a dump in this market. And, you know, Coinsquad is something where I want to ask you a very important question, is that what are you trying to do to basically help the community, help those guys who are, you know, investing in this area? What is it you're trying to do in terms of meet the customer needs, and how are you going to deliver that?
Well, we deliver that through our 24-hour support going through our website. We've got a chat bot, and there will be integration in the future to make this AI. I've been speaking to a lot of people about it. But for the most part, yeah, we're here to provide quality assistance and with soft skills. You know, that's the biggest key. Just being able to walk somebody comfortably through the process and make it so that it's not so daunting, and you know, people ripping their hair out and they're about their money and their private keys and they're upset, and you just calm them down and let them know that help is on the way and that there's somebody there for them. So
I like the incentive that you're trying to keep things quite simple at Coinsquad, where you're trying to just basically reduce the slack, you know, reduce fees, try and make it a bit more sort of easier for the customer. My next question to you, do you think you can handle the demand? You know, I reckon crypto is going to explode in the future.
yeah.
We're waiting for institutional money to come in. We're all praying that it comes in, and yet the SEC hasn't given us a final date with the ETFs. So I do believe that it's a very prosperous future in crypto. I want to know, is Coinsquad going to be able to handle that demand? Because I do like the concept, and I do like sharing this interview to my followers, but I need to know, is it something where you'll be able to handle that demand of customers?
I will be able to handle that many customers. This will be built brick by brick, and I will pull people from Discord channels that I'm on right now, and all the meetup groups that I'm a part of in Santa Monica, and you know, other places downtown Los Angeles. I'm very active within the community, and I have a lot of people's business cards, and I've talked to a lot of people about this. So I will be able to pull people. I've been in IT for a long time, and well, not a long time, but for a while now. And I've got many friends that are interested in my project and that are willing to help and that are on standby. So yeah, we will be able to get this done. I'll make it happen.
Right. And you seem very positive, and I like, you know, ICOs, different blockchain companies putting their neck on the line, you know, sharing their thoughts to my audience, because I think it's very good for the community to get the word out there and exactly what Coinsquad is doing. My next question to you is what sort of competitors are you going to have, and who is exactly your competition? If not, if you're the only company that's doing this, do you feel like competition is going to grow, and will you be able to handle the fact that Coinsquad is there to provide a service and do exactly what it says?
Yeah, well, I mean, the most important thing is building a phenomenal product. And I realize that other people might try to do this once this starts becoming successful and starts gaining some serious traction. And competition makes you better. You know, it allows you to basically improve. And the whole quest in life is self-improvement. And this is like my baby. This is like my project. It's not going anywhere. You know, like I want to be around for like, you know, I 10 years, 15 years doing crypto stuff. So yeah, this is my first project and this is the picks and shovels. And I hope it really goes someplace. And I'm very, very excited about it. So
I'm excited to interview you because I like the fact that I have never come across a service like this before. And I'll be honest with you, we do have, you know, many other services such as Coinbase, My Ether Wallet, we have Binance, we have Qcoin. How are you trying to basically differentiate yourself? I know you're not an exchange, you're actually a service type of company. What are you trying to do, and exactly what are you trying to tackle in this area?
I'm basically, like we said before, I'm trying to tackle all the microservices. I have some partnerships with some exchanges right now, and we keep in contact, and they contact me, and whenever they need help, we're the service that they get in contact with. So yeah, I'm an ambassador for one of those companies. So and we've got some other companies down the line that we're working with. I've got another phone call, Zoom meetup afterwards with another company. So we're going to be discussing business opportunities and things like that. So
That's good that you've got many partnerships, and it's very important to get as many partners on board with exactly what you're doing, and that shows a bit of improvement. It shows that you're actually trying to be a trustworthy service, because I think trust is quite a big issue when it comes to cryptocurrency. How are you providing trust to the audience that's actually watching this video, this video interview, trying to learn about Coinsquad, and how are you trying to deliver a trustworthy service?
Well, the way that you build a business, you can put out a whole bunch of flyers and advertisements, and you can get a couple of random people that are coming back to you. The best type of service is when you do a good job and somebody's happy, and then they refer you to somebody else, and it snowballs from there. It's exponential growth. So that is my main concern, always offering soft skills and good support. So that when you follow those rules and you have a positive outlook on where things are going, and you set things up appropriately, those are the keys for success. So
you believe that, referrals and spreading the name Coinsquad to other customers and clients will be your success, you think?
Absolutely.
How many customers do you have, and how many clients are working with you now? I'd like to tell my audience exactly a bit of numbers of who you're working with and what incentives you're trying to bring.
Well, I haven't gotten permission from any of these companies to really say anything on this video. So I'll just say one of them is a decentralized exchange, and there's 120 clients already that are going to be calling me at any time. So, and that's just one of them. We've got 5 other, and I'm talking to another one after I get off of the phone with you right now. So for the most part, we're just building.
So to tell my audience, you're actually on a development stage. You're still building Coinsquad. How big do you want to make this, and what is it you're trying to do? Are you trying to just find a niche group of customers, or is it just anyone can use the service? I mean, I like to get an idea of your mindset of what exactly you're trying to do for the customers and the people who are watching this interview.
Anybody is allowed to call in. And I don't have a target demographic of people who I need to work with. This is going to be a company that pivots along the way, and we're taking in every single day. Every single phone call is different, that I answer. This is a tech support company, so you never know what you're going to run into.
Correct.
And basically, it's provide good services and make sure that you do a good job.
I like the fact that you're being very honest, and it's very, it looks like you've got a goal with Coinsquad and you want to take it places. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I used to work at a service provider before I started doing this full time, and I know how it is. I know how difficult it is to run a service provider, and how many people that you need just to do like a 10-hour shift. For 500 phone calls, you need about 25 people.
Correct. Yeah.
So, yeah, and
it's a lot of hard work.
It is a lot of hard work, and everybody that I spoke to was like, Fred, what are you getting yourself into? And I'm like, this is needed, man. This is needed. People need a service, because when I first started with this, I ran into a bunch of problems. Like I was doing things, the multi-level marketing things that I got into, and just running into pitfalls, and I basically want to tell people, stay away from that. Don't do this, don't do that. I can't give people investment advice, but I can give them, I can tell them what I did wrong, basically.
Are you bullish in the crypto market along with Coinsquad? Because you're quite bullish on Coinsquad and it growing and telling my audience and being trustworthy. Are you also bullish with crypto, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. And I read articles all the time that in 2020, we're supposed to be at a $5 trillion market cap. That's amazing. I really hope that happens. It might be 2021. It depends on when SEC and the ETFs and all of these rules and regulations that fall into play in the future. But
it's a long game, right?
I'm sorry?
It's a long game.
It is. It's a long game, and I'm very bullish on our market. This is the next internet. This is where things are going. Decentralized ledger technologies and blockchain and all the hash graph. What Lehman's doing, Lehman Baird, like, it's just amazing. The projects that are going to come out of that, and it's a very exciting time for the internet.
Is that why you partly built Coinsquad as well, because of this excitement, or did you believe?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I love computers, so.
That's very interesting. And my final question, Frederic, is where is your roadmap going in the next few months? What do you have in store? What can you tell my audience about where to find your services as well? Because, I like interviewing great projects that put their neck on the line. For me, it's quite important to be very reputable figure in this area. And I wouldn't have grown my audience otherwise. What is the roadmap looking like in the next, say, few months? And how far are you going to take Coinsquad in terms of what it's doing?
So basically, I want to find the specific areas that are needed, and going through all of these service phone calls, I'm going to be able to find that. And I'm going to be able to basically, I'm going to find that.
Tell customers how to store their crypto, or?
Yeah, it's what I've seen is every single person's different. Some people want to get into mining, some people want to get into trading, some people want to get into blockchain development, some people want to just invest in this and invest in that. But everybody needs certain types of services, and everybody needs information. And everybody needs a number to call.
Correct.
You can get on Google and type in Coinsquad at any time, our website.
That's what I did. When I went,
reach it, coin-squad.com, and you can reach us at any time, and we'll answer the phone, and we're there for you. So.
What's the roadmap looking like, say, in the next few months? What have you got in store for us that my audience can learn about it? Because like I said, I do like the concept. I think it's very different to many other projects that I've interviewed, and it is the first service sector interview that I have done in the crypto field, which I find it very, very fascinating that, we can build a service around this. So what is it like going to be, say, for the next few months, and what developments are going to happen in the roadmap?
The developments are going to be to streamline this business, just to make things easy to use, as easy as they possibly can to use, because this is a very technical environment. And the people in this space that make things easy to use for the general public to migrate into this space, those are the ones that are going to be successful. And that's where I'm aiming. That's my focal point.
Are you trying to make it easier for the customer as such?
Yes, absolutely.
What would you say, in what way would you make it easy so for the customer? Like, just to break it down, so then the people that are watching this video, obviously navigation, user experience is very important. People just want to press a button now to get things done. They don't want to be reading heaps and heaps of, jargon or contracts. How are you trying to basically make it easy for the customer to use Coinsquad?
I'm making it easy by having the website, setting up the chatbot. You can reach us, and then we do remote service, and I walk you through everything. And that's how I'm making it easier. And things will be streamlined in the future. I can't really talk about it. I told you before, I'm working on that.
I'm trying to pick your brains out.
I don't want to give that away. That's the special sauce. It's coming.
I'm trying to pick your brains out a little bit here. So like,
I know.
So that's interesting. So you're trying to make everything easier for the customer. Maybe we can do a follow-up interview to find out what is going on, say, in the next few weeks, a few months about this, and trying to educate my audience. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we could do another interview.
All right. So it's a privilege to interview you, Frederic.
Thank you.
One last question I have for you is, do you think Coinsquad is going to be massive in terms of your user volume? People coming into to check out Coinsquad, your followers, your marketing. How are you trying to bring out it into the market, and what are you trying to deliver?
I'm trying to deliver the technical aspect and the experience to the new user so they can migrate into the space. And I am basically, we have this service, and it's to provide people with help. Everybody needs help when they're struggling, and
investment help and trading help as well.
Well, yeah, trading help as well. I mean,
quite psychological, right, and emotional.
Well, it is very psychological, dealing with a new type of technology, and then and this has things to do with finance and money and everything like that. So it is very stressful, and to be able to walk people through that is very important. And it's going to be a challenge, but it's a challenge that I'm willing to accept. I don't normally give up on things, and once I set my mind to things, I 100% of the time they get done. Yeah, I'm a very dedicated person, and this is going to be something. It's going to be built brick by brick, and I'm gonna build it with as many knowledgeable people as I possibly can to be able to provide services. So.
All right, guys. So it's a privilege to interview Frederic. Learn all about Coinsquad. This is an interview which is very, very interesting to learn about. Where can we find you, Frederic? Can you share your website details with us, and also your LinkedIn information?
So you can go. Hold on a second.
That's all right.
Yeah, I had a phone call.
It happened.
Already. So yeah, you can go to LinkedIn. You can look me up. It's Frederic Rowe, Frederic, and my last name's Rowe, Rough. Or you can go to coin-squad.com, or you can just Google search engine, just Coinsquad.
Find you there.
Let's just say Coinsquad, managed cryptocurrency service provider, and you should be able to get in touch with us in a second. So
there you have it, guys. So it's a privilege to interview Frederic. I'm actually looking forward to doing a updated interview. I think there's something happening with this great project, and I do believe in it. I think it's the very first service sector cryptocurrency project that I have personally come across, and I'm sure my audience are going to be very, very tuned in to find out what is going on with Coinsquad and learning all about why this industry is changing so fast. We're both bullish, and Frederic, it's a privilege to have you on board, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
There you have it, guys. It's a privilege to get Frederic on board, and I'll see you at the next interview. Thanks.
Okay.